talked to Mark about that too. He said it looks like you're going to have a busy day here, and he said they'd stay till the last person would leave, and I'm not surprised. As you know, if you had a chance to run into Gordie and even Mark, they always have time for everyone, and I know Gordie really appreciated being a Red Wing and loved to be here and around everyone. So I'm not the least bit surprised by that.
The guys like us just love the game. We love the game of hockey, and then all of a sudden you get an opportunity to meet Mr. Hockey, and Terrible Ted, and you just realize, there's a lot more to being a Detroit Red Wing than just throwing the jersey on and being a Red Wing. The history, what these players did, the way they impacted, the fans, and it's unbelievable out there right now just watching the fans come through. I've been out there for almost 2 hours now, and they just keep coming through and want to pay their respects.
I'm unwavered in the fact that if you're ever going to make a mold of a player for size, strength, speed, you just take himself and make a mold of him, because that's what he was.
Lots of teams in the NHL have history, but very few have the history of success that the Red Wing organization has, and probably nobody had a bigger impact on that success than Gordie Howe.
One of the best athletes of his era, one of the best hockey players, 2 or 3 to ever play. To be that humble and polite and respectful to people is good for us all, to learn from.
I was fortunate enough that when I met my idol that he was bigger and better and even nicer than I could ever imagine in my own mind as a kid. He was really a unique man in that, it didn't matter who you were or where you were from. He was comfortable talking to anyone, and people were comfortable talking to Gordie. And as I always said, he was the greatest hockey player ever lived and happened to be the nicest man that I've ever met. And there's not too many people that say anything wrong or bad about Gordie Howe. I was telling his son today, if you look at pictures of Gordie, remember Gordie at hockey games, Gordie never sat in a box or in a suite. He always sat with all the fans, and he understood who he was. And it didn't bother him to take pictures and sign autographs and be part of society in that way. He was very humble.